Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today we're going to be doing a beautiful reading for you. I have the Ace of Wands that I'm going to be reading for this morning. I was reconsider your commitments. It's about what you say yes to and what you say no to. You got to release the stuff that doesn't bring you joy and happiness. You have to release also the responsibility you feel for other people, because sometimes that really hinders you as well. People will come in and they have their stuff and you feel responsible for their lives, and you know you shouldn't. You've really got to put the spark on not what you're trying to get rid of in your life, but the spark on what you're trying to re-infuse in your life. And I feel that's what came in really big this morning. Put the focus clearly on those things, and you're going to bring success and major changes and happiness in your life. If you can put emphasis on your imaginings, then you're going to do really well, okay? Let's see here. This is Work Your Light Oracle that I'm using right now. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Absolutely. Right. That's exactly what I was talking about, right? You've got to, separate that stuff. You've got to put it aside, because you'll get sucked in to people's lives, and then it's going to take away all of your energy, all of your good feelings. Their problems will become yours constantly, all the time. Okay? So it's nice to give somebody help, but it's very different to always be solving their problems. They need to step up. They need to take responsibility for everything they do. So it says you're being called to create clear boundaries in your life. This could be friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no. I love this. Leads to resentment, and I can't make it up. I can't. It actually says that right here, okay? When you say yes, when you really mean no, leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might be only a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you're left feeling depleted, resentful, and taken advantage of. Saying no and having a clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they're able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you are able to give freely. If you're not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you're saying yes when you really mean no, you're likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is a second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feeling. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? Okay? It'll make you feel bad. It will. It'll make you feel really bad. Especially if there's people who are relying on you constantly, and you don't want to be their savior. You don't want to be the person they rely or lean on heavily every single time something happens, right? So this is what you got to work on this week. You got to let people take their own, the responsibility for their own actions. You have the Six of Swords, right? Moving on from that kind of energy. Ace of Wands, again, coming in, okay? Spark that energy into a different place, the High Priestess, the beautiful person that you are. Five of Cups, right? Leaving you feeling like you're responsible and worried about somebody else and their actions and whatever's happening with them all the time. It just sucks the life energy right out of you. All the time, all the time. Queen of Pentacles, it's time to nurture you. It's time to nurture the self. It's time to nurture your thoughts, your imagining. It's time to contemplate your future, where you want to go. Four of Cups. This may be something that you've been like sitting down and just staying in stagnant energy for way too long, Pisces. It's time to see things the way they're meant to be seen, the way they truly are. What's causing your heartache? That gut reaction is sometimes feeling like heartache, resentment, annoyance. It's time to shine a light on it. Okay, when that card went to the ground, I felt like completely annoyed. Completely annoyed enough to snap. Like, oh, really? Again? There you go. So maybe time to heal yourself and take time away from that, beautiful Pisces. It's time to take a rest from everybody's burdens. Honestly, it really is. It's time for you to move out of that energy. It's time for you to spark a new energy, something that's going to inspire you rather than suck the life out of you. Something that you can receive in a inner wisdom kind of way, spiritually meditated, higher self kind of stuff. Okay, you've been in this lower form of energy too long, stuck in this Five of Cups, where it's impossible to take flight. It's impossible to have imaginings of the best kind, because you're just stuck there all the time. You have the Queen of Pentacles coming in. She's saying it's time to nurture the self. Absolutely. Time to take care of you. Time to contemplate the future, the inspired, the High Priestess energy. Stop being stagnant in this, okay? Because it's stagnating the Priestess and it's keeping you in this low level energy like I was talking about. Time to see things for what they are. Time to move on. Time to see the truth in the situation. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. And with the reason you need to do that is you need to see the clarity. You need to infuse your life with enthusiasm so that you can have the personal growth. You need to concentrate on the light. You need to get away from the boundaries. Okay? I feel like this is like the hands of people who like constantly steal from your energy, Pisces, all the time. And it happens all the time. But it's because you've also let them. You've also been their rock. Okay? The Four of Swords is saying time to rest. Time to think things through. Time to let things heal. Take their time, and you need to step away from certain things. You need for people to take their own steps and have their own failing, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So you have the Six of Swords here. Again, at the beginning, moving on to heal, to rest, to take your time to inspire yourself, to go from the low vibing energy and the stagnancy into the clarity, into the healing. Okay? This is a way for you to see clearly what is coming in, very clearly what's coming in. There's some harsh realities here, but some of it, Pisces, is letting you know that you, the contemplative, is that there's a sun coming in. There's a beautiful energy coming in right here. You have to let it in, though. You have to choose that energy rather than the other one. Because the other one will always try to push itself in. It will play on your insecurities. It will make you feel like you are not giving enough of yourself. But it's time to really reconsider your commitments for sure. It's time for you to say enough of this. I don't want to live this way anymore. I don't want to have everybody else's problem. Okay? It's on. If you turn it around, it's on. It's on. And it's time for you to say yes and let go of the rest. Let go of this, okay? These two cards right here, they're saying it all, aren't they? They want to come after you, and it's time to say no. You take the power, you take the decision. You decide for yourself what is good for yourself. It's not always easy to do, my beautiful Pisces. And the first reading this morning was all about going into your imagining. But before you can even do that, you have to realize that you have to release certain things. The Seven of Pentacles this morning was in reverse. It's telling you, It's time to stop weeding. It's time to start investing in you. It's time to stop investing in others' problems and their solutions. It's time to start investing in yours. It's time to start going into what you've done the hard work, okay? If people aren't going to do it for themselves, you can't do it for them. The hotheads in your life, the people with lack of ambition, the people who criticize but can't do anything for themselves. You need to distance yourself from them and tell them, that's your life, that's your problem. I can offer advice, but I'm not going to do your life for you. I have to do my life for me. Okay? You can be of assistance, just don't do it for them. It's time for them to take responsibility for themselves. Absolutely. This is kind of a rough one. I'm surprised because of what came in this morning, especially with the spark. But this is the speech you need to tell yourself when, as you are going in this beautiful flight of fancy, somebody comes in and ruins your day, okay? Because that's what happens. You will sit there and go, I'm ready to take a flight. I'm ready to go into my beautiful imaginings, and then somebody comes in with their reality and crashes into whatever you're trying to accomplish. And this is terrible. This is the kind of energy that sucks the life out of everything. They come in and want. You're trying to get in tune, and then it comes in. So as I said, the Seven of Pentacles, reverse it. Get rid of you've gotten rid of the weeds. Now it's time to focus on the good. And the King of Cups, calm. Okay? The calmness, the Elder of Cups, as we saw. The world will constantly want or come in to try to do this stuff. It's up to you to say no. Because when you say yes, you give them permission to steal away from you. And then you give them the right to take your energy and you take away from yourself. You need to reverse that 7. You need to give to yourself and let them take care of themselves. Okay? So again, it's that thing where I'm saying you got to do this and you got to do that, but it's not really. It's just explaining to you that this is what happens. We have the best of intentions and then things happen. Okay? So, and it will, because it's happening. It will. I see it. You guys will, maybe this morning you had the best of intention and then somebody came in. It's up to you to, I don't know, stop the insanity. It used to be something that I used to hear. I think it was in the 90s. So, yeah, stop the insanity, Pisces, okay? Take care of yourself. Do what you must. Nurture your needs. See what's going on. And then heal, rest, and continue. Very much so. All right, my beautiful Pisces. I'll let you go with this. This is it for me for today. If you've loved these readings and you've gotten a lot from them, the best thing you can do for me is subscribe to this channel. Go in the description box and then be notified by my website to receive daily emails when I post, so that you always know when I'm here posting for you. I appreciate you very much. I also have memberships available if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here. Love, light, and blessings, and see you tomorrow, Pisces.